for any road trip, if you are planning, you need to be planning and you need to be starting that mentally a day before, right? So but in my case, I was not able to do so much of that. But whether you are doing it or not doing it, it is already going on. Whether you are doing it, then it is going in a good direction. If you're not doing it, maybe it is going in a bad direction or not so good direction, right? But it is going on. So the day when my trip was going to be started, the day before that, I was supposed to be sleeping and resting. Instead, I was in office and working for long hours. Reason, because I was going on a 5 day holiday. So I was supposed to complete few things before I leave the office, so that nobody else is getting into any kind of problem because of my work. All right. So I was working for long hours. It was like till 11 p.m. I was in office, and when I came back I had food, because my food was at my home, and I was not thinking of leaving the food in my home. That's why I did not have dinner on in the office. And when I came back, whatever the food I was having at home, I ate that. It was late, but that time I thought that this is the best option. All right. So when I had food at 11, and after that I started packing. I did not do the packing because there is no because, but I did not do the packing. I thought I will be able to do it in the last moment. So I packed few things, and by the time I packed and got everything ready, it was already 1 o'clock. All right. And now this 1 o'clock in the night, 1 a.m., this time has started making me nervous, because in 3 to 4 hours I was about to leave. And if I am not able to sleep well, how will I be concentrating on the road? All those thoughts started going on in my mind. And but I thought, okay, let me take some sleep, whatever I can, before I start the journey. And if I will feel sleepy during the road trip, maybe I'll take a nap in some cafe or somewhere for 15 minutes or 20 minutes. That will give me the needed booster to complete that trip. All right. So, but with all those thoughts, when I went to bed, I was hardly able to sleep. Somehow I slept around 2 o'clock, and I set my alarm for 4:30. So, or 4:30, I think. Yeah. So when I set my alarm for 4:30, I don't know how, but woke up at 3:45. And when I woke up, I was like, okay, I was not able to go back to sleep again. And then I was like, okay, let's begin the trip, because I am not able to sleep because of the nervousness, or because of the excitement, or because of the plans that were going on in my head, whatever it was, but I was not able to sleep. Okay. So with that, I just got up, got freshened up, and started my journey at 4 o'clock. Right before 4 o'clock, I started from home. And when I started, it was mostly dark. And Bangalore, if you are familiar, it's a little bit cool, a little bit pleasant weather all the time we have in Bangalore. And it was, as always, it was a pleasant and a little bit cool weather and cool breeze and this darkness. And road, I was taking nice road and Mumbai Pune highway. That is very good road throughout the journey. So this good road, cool breeze, all those things had tore my nervousness apart, and gave me kind of a joy or happiness, or I don't know, maybe excitement of the starting the journey. But when I started, when I hit the nice road, it was like, okay, I can complete it. It was not like that I have not slept last night, I have slept only for 2 hours or less than 2 hours. I was not feeling any of those things. I was completely excited. I was fully in Josh, and I was hitting the road. Okay. And after some time, obviously, when sun came out, darkness went away, and it was feeling very good, because until now I was feeling a little bit cold because of cool breeze. But now with sun a little bit warm, I started feeling coziness. Okay. And I started feeling comfortable. Still, I was enjoying a lot. Road was visible, visibility has increased because of the sunlight, and because of the warmth I started feeling better. But so I continued to road, and in between I took a small break, maybe for 15 minutes. I had coconut water to hydrate myself, and continued again. By the time it was 10:30 or 11 in the morning, and as I moved away from Bangalore, rest of the South India is little bit hot, and rest of the Karnataka is also a little bit hot. It was the month of June, which is supposed to be a month of summer. Outside Bangalore weather was hot. So by the time it was 10:30, 11, the same sun which was giving me some coziness, and it started feeling a little bit hot at that time. But anyways, I was already prepared that it will be like that, and it because it's the month of summer, so it will be hot. So I need to continue in the same way. All right. So I continued the journey, and after some time, clouds came. Okay. And when clouds came, I felt very nice. Okay, now it is giving me some shade. Now it is giving me some cool breeze again. I started feeling comfortable again. And in between, also, I took one lunch break, or you can say brunch break. I had a little bit of breakfast and lunch together, and I continued. And with clouds and all, I started feeling even more, even better. All right. And as I moved away from Bangalore, and I was moving towards Maharashtra, and I was crossing, I think, Hubli and Belgaum, that area. Then I started feeling that there is a kind of a windstorm, right? So a wind was very heavy, and it was if you are riding above 90 or something with that motorcycle which I was having, it was kind of a little bit shaky. So I was riding slowly, I was taking it easy. Okay. So that was the kind of wind and cloud. And then after some time, because of the cool weather and combination of so many things, it started raining. And after some time it stopped. After some time again it started raining. After some time it again stopped. So it went on 3 times. It rained and stopped. So I got drenched and I got completely dry again because of the wind and sun, right? But I did not stop. I continued my journey because I was prepared that there will be some rain. So my luggage was covered, my jacket was all weather jacket, and that's how I continued my journey. All right. So talking about some roads, roads were very very good. As I said, throughout the journey, roads were very good. But there were some places where work was in progress. There were some places where roads were serpentine. There were some places where there were a little bit of patch, right? But most of the journey, I felt I got nice roads, yeah, where I was able to hit my full throttle. Okay. And there were people. So there were school buses which were going, and childrens were waving at me because I don't know, maybe I was wearing a biker's jacket and all. I was looking a little bit odd, so maybe childrens were waving at me. And then I stopped at a petrol bunk to refuel my bike. And then one guy who saw the number of the bike, because it was Bangalore registration, he asked me, "From where are you coming?" I said, "Bangalore." And he asked me that, where from to I mean, "Where are you going?" I said, "Mumbai." And he said, "Why are you going on bike?" And the kind of expression he has given, so it was like, are you kind of an idiot that you are going 1,000 kilometer on a bike? You could have taken a train or bus. You could have reached safely and more comfortably. Anyways, so all kinds of people were there. All kinds of there were lorry drivers who were overloaded and who were riding very fast. And there were drivers also who were both riding commercial vehicle and personal vehicle, but they were riding very sensibly, following lane discipline and all everything. So all kind of people were there. So that was the whole mix of my journey. I started around right before 4 o'clock. I reached there by 8, I think 8 or 8:30, in between somewhere, to Mumbai, to my friend's place. And my friend came there to pick me up. We went to have some dinner, and then we talked a lot of things. And then I slept because next day I had to attend some event. So that was my whole journey. Okay, so that's the summary of my whole journey. Okay, so what are the achievements that I felt that I have achieved something in this journey? So first of all, the achievement that was the journey itself, the beginning, to take up the courage to complete 1,000 kilometer ride on two wheels, that too on 150 cc, because 150 cc bike you cannot take faster than a certain limit. If you will, then there is a chance that engine will heat up and it might seize. All right. So you need to take it easy. So the courage of attempting that journey, was also an achievement. And the journey itself was an achievement because it was so beautiful. It was so giving and fulfilling. The joy of the wind on your face, the joy of sun, the morning sun especially, the warmth, and the little bit of rain, little bit of breeze, cool breeze, and the joy of having a cup of tea in that kind of weather where air is pure, because in metropolitan we hardly get pure air. But still Bangalore is much better than other metropolitan cities. But still, when you go out of the city, there is a different kind of air that you feel. So in that air, in that weather, in that whole scene, having a cup of tea, that was also very rewarding. So everything, all in all, kind of people I have seen, childrens were waving and all those things, the kind of sceneries were there, greenery were there, both the side of the road, everything was rewarding. The journey itself was very rewarding. And then the destination where I had to go, right? Destination was two things, you can say. One, where I had to attend the event, and another was my friend's place. So I haven't met, he's my college friend, I haven't met him, I hadn't met him for so long time. So the destination was also beautiful. So the way I have reached there, the kind of welcome I got in my event, because I rode from my friends, so that was also very good. So that destination was also an achievement. And then there are memories. So the trip was done in 2019, and here I'm in 2023, and I'm talking about that trip as it has happened yesterday, because all those memories are still fresh. So these are memories that I will keep in my mind, in my heart for the lifetime. So all these are my achievement. Also, there is one point that I forgot to add, that there were people when I started, when I did not start, when I was talking to people that I'm planning for this journey from Bangalore to Mumbai, that is 1,000 kilometer ride. So there were people who were like, don't do this, it's very dangerous. What if your bike stops working? um, so many different scenarios, like what if this goes wrong, what if that goes wrong, don't do this, this is very risky. At least don't do this alone. If you, there were some other kind of people who were like, okay, if you want to do it, don't do this alone, take someone with you. And then there were some kind of people, yeah, okay, it is going to be fun, you should attempt it, this is the time you should do some adventure, and all the best and everything. So all kind of people were helpful, because those people who instilled some kind of fear that something can go wrong, maybe it will rain, maybe it is too hot and all. So that kind of prepared me for the journey, that okay, this can also happen, this can also happen, that can also happen. So I took precaution. I started planning for that, that in the morning session I need to write this much, in the afternoon I need to write this much, after the afternoon I need to take these many breaks. I started planning. Of course, not everything went as per the plan, but planning helped. Planning helped in counting my resources, planning helped in kind of giving a rough layout to my journey. So all these things helped me. Those people who gave me an encouragement, that also helped me, because that helped me, okay, I can do it, I should do it, and it is worth doing. So everything was, if you say, and if you see in a retrospect, or in that time also, everything was constructive, if you take it constructively. Okay. All right. So these were my achievements, that I was able to take all these things which were said to me. I was able to take them positively, and I was able to make the most use of them. Right. So these were my achievement. Now, what did I learn in that journey? The topic of the day. All right. So, so many similarities with the things that I have described, like our like when I started the journey, it was dark, it was cold, all right, it was not so comfortable, but it was pleasant because of the excitement of starting something new. So isn't it life like that? When we start something new, it's kind of dark because we don't know where we are going, what we are going to do. It's a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit cold, but at the same time we are excited as well. All right. And then come on, some along the journey there comes few people which helps us, right? Like sun, in the beginning when it came, it was giving some warmth. right? And like clouds, when sun was too hot, then clouds gave me the shade, right? So that shade was pleasant. So in the journey we meet few people who are very welcoming towards us and who give us some kind of help in the beginning, but they are on their own journey. They are not there for you. Sun is not there for me. Sun is just there. It will do its own thing as well in due course of time. So in some time, when the same sun who was giving me warmth and making me feel good, after some time it became hot. So I had to deal with that. It's not sun's fault that it became hot. It was already hot. So it it is me who need to be prepared for those moments. Then when the cloud came, so cloud gave me shade. I took the shade under clouds, but after some time it started raining as well. Actually, while it was raining, my speed was slowed down. But it was me who was prepared. Or even if I'm not prepared, at the same time I need to take the decision that whether I need to continue the journey or I need to wait for weather to become certain favorable, and then I can continue my journey, right? So clouds are clouds. Clouds can work as a shade, and they will rain as well, because cloud is nothing but water, right? So what I'm trying to say that in our journey we meet few people who are very helpful to us, and after some time we started realizing that before some time they were very helpful. Now what happened to them? We need to understand they are on their own journey, like just like us. It's like sun is just there. Sun is on its own journey, or metaphorically speaking, sun is on its own journey. Clouds are on their own journey. If we are meeting along the way, if we are able to get something from those people, it's our fortune. If we are not, we need to be prepared that there will be some kind of people who will not be so pleasant, like the guy on the petrol bunk fuel station, who said, he was kind of a critique to me, that why you are making this unnecessary attempt, you could have taken the public transport. Yes, he was right. I could have taken a public transport which is much comfortable, much safer, but I was determined to do that. And there are so many things in our life which are safe. But does that give us the joy, the content, the fulfillment, the peace that we want? Maybe not. We need to go out of our comfort zone in order to create those lifetime memories, in order to create some story of our own, right? So these things, these similarities, like roads were like life. I would say that not so much of like lifelike, because roads were very good throughout the journey. 95% of the time, 95% of the road were very good, but sometimes they are serpentine as well. Sometimes there is some work in progress. So it is like life. Sometimes it is good, sometimes it is not. So we need to improvise along the way as we move forward. So that was kind of life lessons that I had from that similarities which I have similarities in the things that I have found on the way. All right. Now second thing, the fatigue. When I reached my destination, I was tired. Similarly, when we will start something which is a little huge, a little out of our comfort zone, when we'll try to reach there, we will be tired. We might be tired. But at the same time, there is excitement of reaching the destination as well. At the same time, there is some memory that you have created along the way. This tiredness, when I reached there, I was tired. That tiredness went away the next day. Still, there was some tiredness. But let's say that in 2 days or 3 days, it went away. Then I had to come back. I was again tired. In 2 days, again it went away. But look at the brighter picture, that I created some memories which are going to stay with me forever, for my lifetime. I created a story which I can narrate over and over again, right? So it is similar when we step out of our comfort zone in our life. Do maybe whatever it is, maybe we are putting extra hours in our work, maybe we are doing some side hustle, maybe we are doing or putting some extra hours in our relationship to nurture that relationship for lifelong, right? Whatever we are doing, whenever we are going out of our comfort zone, there is some uncertainty, but and there will be some fatigue when you are in that journey and when you are about to complete that journey, but it is so rewarding that it's worth doing, right? Okay. And then there is this third thing, which is navigation. I missed to tell you one thing, that in the last when I started when I reached Pune, so from Pune to Mumbai there is Pune Mumbai highway, and it is super good. It is so good that two wheelers are not allowed in that Pune Mumbai highway. But I did not have a map which were which can have this sense of like whether it is a two wheeler road or not. And there was a sign also that two wheelers are not allowed, but I was too focused on the road or maybe on the navigation, and I was maybe too cloudy in my thoughts as well. I did not notice that sign. I went in that Pune Mumbai highway where two wheelers not were not allowed. Some policeman caught me, and then he redirected me somewhere else, so that I can go from the road which is allowed, right? Okay, so what I'm trying to say, that if you have a companion who can walk with you, good navigator, good navigation, who knows, and if somebody who has walked the path, or at least has some knowledge of the path, your life or your journey becomes so much easier. So if you have people in your life who has similar experiences as you have, who has similar aspirations and uh, goals as you have, who are willing to walk with you no matter what, it is very very essential. All right. And in last 100 kilometer of the journey, especially if you are doing a long distance, no matter what kind of long distance journey you are doing, maybe you are running a marathon, you are going on four wheels, you are going on two wheels. If you are doing a long distance journey, the last segment of that journey, it's not only about last 100 kilometers, last segment of the journey, that will make you restless always, because you are feeling that, yeah, I'm about to reach the destination, but destination is still little far away. You have completed a long part of the journey. I had completed 900 kilometers of the journey, so it might look like that 100 kilometers is little, 100 kilometers is very less now because I have completed 900 kilometers, but 100 kilometer is still 100 kilometer. It doesn't matter how far you have come, whatever segment, whatever last segment is there, that also needs to be completed with same sense of responsibility. You cannot be irresponsible in that last segment just because you have come a long way. Nobody will give you the medal if you will not finish the race. So you need to keep your focus, you need to be sensible enough, you need to have the concentration on the road or on the journey, right? So maybe that was also one of the reason, because in the last segment of the journey I was feeling a little restless, that when I will reach, when I will reach, when I will reach. Maybe that was also the reason that I lost the way and I did not notice that the Pune Mumbai highway was not for two wheelers. Okay, so it can make our judgment cloudy, but we need to concentrate, we need to be sensible enough. And one of the things, so you embark on a journey, and do not worry about fatigue. Do not, I mean, if you have a navigator with you, if you have good navigation with you, it's going to make your journey a lot smoother. Also, in the last 100 kilometer, do not lose focus, do not lose track. If you, it's very easy to lose track in the last 100 kilometer, because it looks like, okay, I have come very far, no, little bit is pending. But that little bit, maybe it is little bit in front of the journey which you have already covered, but still that is a little bit, that is a distance, sizable distance that you need to cover. So do not lose focus. So these were the lessons that I have learned from 1,000 kilometer long bike ride from Bangalore to Mumbai. And I hope you have liked, I hope you have learned one or two things from this. I hope you will, next time when you go on a trip, you will look things from a different perspective, a different angle, and you will have more of your own learning. So if you have some similar experience, please let me know in the